Amidst the rising price of cement in Nigeria, manufacturers of the product have unveiled plans to crash the price to between 7,000 and 8,000 naira per 50 kg. Now, cement manufacturers disclosed this during a meeting called by David Umahi, Minister of Works, which had people from the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment, including the Minister Doris Uzoka-Anite, in attendance in Abuja. At the meeting, efforts were made to identify the underlying reasons for the abrupt increase in the commodity price. Accordingly, manufacturers present also expressed their readiness to bring down prices in future as soon as the federal government intervention is fulfilled. To discuss this, I'm joined by a civil engineer, David Dosumo. Thank you for your time.
Yes, sir.
All right, now let's talk about the potential consequences of the plan to crash the cement prices. But just give us also a bit of background as to what the price is like in the market right now for you as an engineer and the impact on projects at the moment.
Okay, thank you very much. Actually, as of today, I sent some boys to the market to go and get cement for me. They bought the cement for me at the rate of 10,000 naira per bag. So 10,000 naira per bag, and I needed almost a volume of about 200 bags of cement. So it was a chunk money of a chunk money amount.
All right, how much did you get it before now?
It was 6,000 naira before now in Lagos here at VI.
So how has this impacted on the projects that you've collected quotations for earlier?
Yes, for now, and because most of the project they did not accept a variation, so there are some standstill. Some of the private owners can no longer continue the project because they can't afford it. So all their jobs is stopped. So and those that are able to go through it and they want to go through it, I'm quite sure they are going to have a shoddy project on their way, because at the end of the day, there is going to be the loss of quantity and quality in terms of the materials they want to use for their jobs.
So
if they don't have enough cement in their jobs, we are still also talking about the failure. So, and that's what we are trying to avoid. So now that they could not afford it, so the only thing they can do is to reduce the quantity of cement they are going to use so that they'll be able to build. And at the end of the day, you find out that we have structural failures.
Now, we also understand that, of course, foreign exchange volatility has been identified as one of the factors responsible for the hike in the price of cement. Now, some Nigerians are asking how that is so. So now, seeing that is a good percentage of inputs sourced locally, my question to you is this: how are you able to navigate through these challenges at the moment?
Yes, currently we find out that we have all the materials and resources for this particular cement in this country. The only thing that their major complaint is that they are talking about the gas and the road, which I don't think should be a serious factor that should give it a multiplying factor of almost ×2 of the previous prices. And currently, you find out that I, as a person, there is no way I can do. And when you put in your cost, and the cost can no longer fly, the only thing is to suspend the project for some time until when, according to what they said, maybe within 1 month, the price may crash. So most of the clients now are waiting to see when the price will crash, then the job can commence again.
Now, I mean, for you, of course, in the construction sector, there is this talk that maybe if the market is open to more competitors, where you have, not just maybe 1 or 2 or 3, or maybe 4, cement manufacturing companies, that you keep patronizing, if the market was opened, it could crash prices. My question to you is, why does it appear like patronage seems to be within just a particular brand or a few brands and not, wanting to explore, open the market to other brands?
Okay, the first thing that one of the major problems is monopoly. In this country, we have only the Dangote, We have Dangote, we have Boa, and we have the Lafarge, which was formerly Elephant Cement. So, and because of the name that they have built, some people have built confidence on a particular brand. In most cases, the Dangote brand, they will say they will prefer Dangote brand, they want this. And initially, people always like Elephant Cement, which I think which they are now called Lafarge. But they are called Lafarge. So you now find out that people prefer to go for a choice of themselves simply because they have already made a market in that particular aspect. That is the reason why you see a segment of people patronizing a particular cement industries or brand, particularly.
All right, in 30 seconds, what do you suggest as a way forward?
Okay. The one thing I would say that they should give more license to people to produce, to manufacture this cement, other than 3. Then they should organize a consumer association. When the consumer association is organized, the consumer association will liaise between the government and the manufacturers, and they will bring awareness to people. And they should create fair competitive. Because if there is a fair competitive environment for all the vendors or the licensed manufacturers, we find out that we have a lot of people to do that. Since we know that monopoly will always fix a price, and their price will be higher. So in that case, there is going to be a price control if it happens that they have more people, and we are able to naturalize the manufacturing. What I mean by naturalizing the manufacturing is that this is a country where we have all these raw materials. So if we can try as much as possible to nationalize it, everyone that is going to produce it, you produce in this country and sell it for us here at a given price. Now at a particular price, you find out that what they are complaining of, I don't think the dollar that they are talking about should be the problem that will cause that rapid or sharp growth in that cement. But what they complain of, they didn't complain of the dollar. They are complaining of gas. They are complaining of road, and I don't see how that one will affect it. And if it happens that this price still remain at 10,000 naira, patronage will reduce. At the moment the patronage would reduce, you find out that they will have a lot of cement in the stock. By the time they say they are releasing the cement and selling it at a lower price, you'll find out that most of the cement might have caked.
All right. I would have loved us to continue on the conversation, but we are pressed for time. Once again, thank you so much for your insight.
Thank you so much. I'm very grateful.